Hello, good morning everyone. Thank you for coming to join me today. I just wanted to do a couple of prompts in my Junk Journal January. I know I am behind with this. I think as I do this, it's Sunday the 14th, and I am way behind with it, but that's fine. I don't want to rush with this. It's just something, as I said before, that I want to do for me. So where have I got to? We've got the prompts written down here. And oh gosh, I'm as far as stitched, which is day 6. So today I think I want to do 7, 8, 9 with you. So we'll see how that goes. I had a few of you comment, or quite a few of you have commented on the lovely people that I got accidentally, and that yes, you'd seen them as well. I'm a bit wonky, aren't I? Is it me that's wonky or you? Dead wonky. So I've done that. I may need to reinforce some of these when I get round the back, some of the creases. I'm not worrying about that. A lot of you said don't cover that part of the envelope, and as you can see, I did. I liked it. I liked the green of the grunge tea bag going with that, so I did put that on there, and I decorated it on the inside. So I'm happy how that turned out. I've put a little dangle just there, and that flips, and I've covered the back of it, and it said Kate Greenaway there, and I had these little Kate Greenaway images there of the little girls all following in a line, so I just collaged that on there just because, why not? And there's a little girl there, she's just running to catch them up, and this bit reminded me of a path, so that's the collage that I did on there. Not one of the prompts, but it just went with this one. That was just the way that I worked it, so I was happy with that. Then you've seen it. Then the next one was routine, and I struggled with routine. I really did. And I thought the only routine that I could think of was sleep. You know, we go to sleep every night. And I'd done this collage a long time ago when I first finished work. So what, 6 years ago now? And it's been laying around my desk getting creased and crinkled. And so I just stuck that onto my page and used that as my routine. And then this one was stitched. And I've used a tag that I made as part of a challenge. It was for one of Anne, handmade by Anne. She did 52 tags, and this is one that I did for that. And I've just backed it and put it in a pocket. I've used some pattern paper to make a pocket, and I've used some stitches from my sewing machine on there, and some stamps to do with stitching. And this is a tag that I really liked. I actually made that piece of tatting to go on there, and I made these hexagons, so it's quite personal to me. So that's gone in there into my journal. And the next bit that we're at then, that was stitched, is Shimmer and Blossom. So I've kind of prepared this a little bit because I don't think I could get paints out and paint, and then it would have to dry, and I can't join videos together. So I've just put some bright, like a cerise pink paint on there. This already had gesso in the background, so I've just gone round with a paintbrush with some pink paint. It's not something that I do very often, so this was a bit hold my breath and how's it going to look, but I was quite pleased with it. I think I'm actually going to open this out. This is the joys of having one of these accordion books, isn't it? So I think I'm going to open it out so that I'm not getting glue on anything else. And I'm going to do 2 prompts in one. So Shimmer and Blossom I'm going to do on this. I've fussy cut out some blossom, and I think it's apple blossom. And I'm going to put that on here. It shows up quite well on it. And that's one of the reasons I put the pink behind it, was because it's quite a pale blossom. It was from a book that I had. And I've kind of gone round the edge in pink. I don't know if you can see that or not, just to try and make it stand out a bit. And for my shimmer, I've got this tissue paper that has gold spots on it that shimmer. So that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to stick them on there for shimmer and see how we go. So how's everybody doing? We're over Christmas. So I think it's the 14th today, January the 14th. So January is flying by. It's been quite a busy month. I haven't had a lot of time to get up into my craft room. Sometimes you have weeks like that. And as well, I found it quite hard. I haven't really wanted to come up. Things have, I don't know, we've been doing other things. We want to start and decorate in our lounge. I'm just thinking I might go over the edge that way as well, onto what's going to be the page over. This tissue paper actually was quite difficult. It doesn't want to tear. It will only tear in a straight line. I'll put that, I think I might put that there. It seems to only want to tear in a straight line, and that's not what I wanted. I wanted it to tear all jaggedy, and it was not having it in any way at all. I'm just going to put that over that fold, just so I'm adding a little bit of support to it. And then it kind of ties the two pages in a little bit, doesn't it? A bit more glue there. There we go. And I thought that I would put these kind of just randomly spaced, just so that there's a little bit of shimmer going on behind my blossom. I've tried not to look at what other people are doing for the prompts, because I do find it quite off-putting as well as inspiring. Do you know what I mean? It kind of, I don't get some people's prompts. I don't get a lot of things, to be honest. I just want to get a bit of glue. I'm not doing very well with my glue stick today, folks. Let's glue it down. And I think I will put a piece up the middle there as well. Let's just fold that page over. Just trying to add a little bit of reinforcement to these pages, because I don't know how strong they are. Okay. I'll cut those bits off. Where's my blossom? Which way I want that to go on, but I quite like the way it's looking with the glittery on. Put a bit down there. I've never had tissue paper like this before that's been so tough and just not wanted to tear. It just goes in a line. I think I put that there. And it's stuck to my fingers. I've got so many bits torn because I was trying to get it to tear at an angle. I could have cut it, couldn't I? But I wanted to have the raggedy edges, but then you can't really see the white once it's glued down, so I don't know. Put that one there, I think. It's probably enough. I think I want to cut these bits off. I know I could glue them over the back, but I don't think I want to. So I'm just going to snip off the tops. And then I'm just going to have tissue paper floating around my room. Oh, that's another thing that I've done. I've spent a few days sorting out my fabrics. I am a fabric hoarder, I admit it. If I see a piece of fabric that I like, I tend to use it, and it doesn't mean that I will ever, I tend to buy it, doesn't mean that I will ever use it, but I just like to have it. And I've had to, the drawers that I had it in, obviously the fabric got rather heavy and they broke. So I've had to buy some new drawers, and it's taken me a couple of days to to sort all my fabrics out and get them all nicely folded. Now, I don't know if you can see that, the shimmer in that gold. So that's the prompt shimmer. And I'm going to put that blossom on there because it's blossom. And I did find a quote, and it says, spring is the time of year when it is summer and start again. Spring is the time of year when it is summer in the sun and winter in the shade. And it's been that quite a lot round here, I have to say. And I quite like that. So I think I'm going to put that quote on there. And while I'm doing this, I'm thinking about how I can glue this blossom down, because it's really fiddly, isn't it? I think what I'm going to do is try and put the wet glue on it. It's just that obviously that dries really quickly, and it might be down before dry before I've had a chance to get it down. So I'm going to try and glue quite quickly. I know some of you have said that you get perhaps a little bit, shall I say, fed up of seeing these challenges. There are an awful lot of them going on in January. I know that. So I'm not going to do obviously every single prompt. I'd be here till July. But I will do a few with you. It's for myself as well as for you, because, you know, I forget why I did things and what I did it for and how I did it, and that's why I make videos, and I'm very pleased that you all join me along the way. But I think even if you didn't, I'd still be making the videos, because, you know, sometimes it's about yourself. I don't want it that high. Ah, this is the problem. No. I knew that would happen. Okay. So that's not going to work. Let's do it from, I want that piece to be there. And I will have to go around and add some more glue on that, I know. Especially where it's going to be on this crease. I know that would get messy. Sometimes you just know, don't you, that things aren't going to work out the way you want them to. So excuse me re-gluing. And I might have to come back later and re-glue as well. That's okay. This leaf's not down, is it? If I'd done it with glue stick, my glue stick would have cut. I'd have had glue stick everywhere. Let's just put some round these edges. I don't mind so much if it's not stuck in the middle, as long as it's stuck round the edges. Come on, glue. There we go. I can always go back and check, can't I? So it is quite pale, but you can see it. And there's going to be a fold in the middle, isn't there? There. So I might need to go and just re-glue the bits that were round the fold. That's okay. Sorry folks, this bit's taking a while, isn't it? I knew it would. There we go. Looks a bit bare, doesn't it? It does look a bit bare. So I'm thinking what I could put somewhere just to add a little bit more something. So let me think about that for a moment. Be back in a minute. Okay, so what I've done is I found a little flower fairy, and I've fussy cut her out, and I'm thinking I'm going to stand her on that leaf. And she is actually, I think she is a blossom fairy. So I know I've still got a gap here, and I'll get over that somehow, but I don't know how at the moment. So I'll think of something that can go on there. Perhaps just do a little bit of collage. I might look for some other flowers. There Don't know. I suppose in hindsight that I should have tipped it a little bit further, but hey ho. That's the way it goes. So I'm going to put that little flower fairy on that leaf. And she is bending down to smell those beautiful blossoms. There we are. So that's my blossom and shimmer. I don't know what I'm going to do there. I may leave it. I might write something about, you know, wanting spring to be here. So I'm going to move on to the next one. I'm just thinking whether that's going to be too sticky. It is a little bit sticky. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my book. I've just got some oven liner there. So I'm going to do the next prompt, and the next prompt I think is hidden. See, that looks okay when you look at it like that, doesn't it? Find something there. I will find something. Let me think a minute. I can't find it, but somewhere I have got a little envelope, a little glassine envelope, and I think it might be nice to have that there, that I can just put a little note in, but I'm blowed if I can find it at the minute. I'm sure I've got one, so I'll have to look for it and find it and come back and do that another time. So my next prompt, I think I might actually open it out again. It's a little bit easier. Is hidden. So to start with, I'm going to hide this. I've got this piece of paper. It's from an old book. So it's the end of a book and it's just crumbling, really, really crumbling. And I think I'm just going to put that on there because for no other reason other than I really like it. It's a lovely piece of paper. It's old, it's vintage. It's from a book from the early 1900s that fell apart, and I just couldn't throw this away, obviously. But it is crumbling. So I'm just going to put that on there. Like that. And then it's safe, isn't it? And then my idea for hidden is I've got a tag, and this is from Tim Holtz. I'm just trying to remember where my crease is there. Oh, one moment. Sorry, I just got fit of the sneezes. So a Tim Holtz tag. And what I thought I would do for hidden is I've found some images that are from our holidays. So that's my dog, me walking, and hubby. And what I thought that I would do is put them behind the tag and then attach it to the back of the tag so that it comes out as like a little booklet. Do you remember in the olden days, you used to be able to get postcards that kind of opened up and there was lots of postcards inside them? I think that's what I was thinking. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just thinking how I can best do this. What glue to use? That's the question. So I think that I'm going to glue, probably doing this completely all the wrong way around. I'm going to glue, sorry, can you probably can't see me. Oh, it's on now. I'm going to glue that on there. I don't want it to open that way. I want it to open like that. So what if I glue those two together? I'm still wondering about what I can put in that little blank bit there. It's bugging me. How annoying. Oh, do you know, I thought I hadn't switched you back on then, folks. Okay, so how does that work now? Oh, that works better, doesn't it? And then hubby is going to get stuck down on there, like that. And I'm thinking, do I need to, will it flip open? Do I need to do something to stop it coming open? I don't want those to pull apart, do I? They won't when it's dry. So maybe, I've got some ribbon sat on my desk. Maybe I could tie it up. I think I will. So I'm going to put some ribbon on the back. Give myself more than I think I need. I think I'm going to need more than that. And then that can tie, can't it? Does that make sense? Right, let me tie. Oh gosh, let me switch you off while I tie a bow, because I cannot tie bows. Told you I can't tie bows. But once it's down, I'm going to have difficulty tying it. So I don't want it to really tie just there, do I? I need it to tie more in the middle, I guess. Kind of like that. Okay, so what I was thinking, I've left the glue off my lid off my glue even. I was thinking, I have got on this one Bramley's apple, that's Bramley apple seedling, so I might stick that on there and do something with it. I don't know why I just showed you that, but anyway, I'm thinking to bring a little bit of colour into this, because when we go away we have tickets and all sorts of different things. Let's cut that off, commit myself to that. So I'm kind of thinking I might want to put some tickets on here. So I've looked out and found a few. I think they're from Artie Mays. It says deck chair. I wanted that one higher, that one lower. Keep this coupon. Just a little bit of decoration, I think. What do you think? You're probably all shouting, don't do it, don't do it. I've got a couple of, I did have a couple of butterflies. I think they've flown away. Ooh, might put that butterfly on there, look. I don't know, folks, what do you think? Oh, I wish I could hear you. They're perhaps just a bit odd all placed. But the things that I would, just looking at which way round the writing is on that, they are things that I would be collecting when we are away on our holiday. You know, I come back and I've got a pocket full of tickets and things. So I think I am just going to do it. I might leave that, not put that one on, put these around it. Maybe I'll have that pink one there. Maybe I'll have the bigger one up there. with deck chair. Yeah, because to me it's a reminder of my holiday, so that is what I'm going to do. I couldn't hear you all saying no, don't do it, so I'm doing it. And it is, as I say, for me, and this is just a reminder of what we get up to when we go away. You know, we do different sorts of trips and things, and I never know what to do when, you know, when you go away and you save all your tickets and then you get home and you think, oh, what shall I do? I end up putting them in the bin, and then I think, you know, we look back and think, where did we go and what did we do? And I think, well, you ditched that ticket, girl. No idea. So that's just what I'm going to do, and it's just a reminder to me of the holidays that we've had and we'll have in the future. And this year we're going to tour Europe, so we're going to be gone for as long as hubby can convince me to go. I'm a bit of a home bird, I have to say. I like going away, but I love to get home, and I miss my grandkids. So I really like that. I'm happy with that. Now I need to stick this on somehow, don't I? And it's just this bit that needs the glue. Oh, what I thought I would do is put a tab on the top. So let's put a tab on the top first. And to the ladies that sent me some of these whale tail tabs, I cannot thank you enough. I am using them fast and furiously. I love them. You're so lucky to have a whale tail punch. You really are. And you've shared what you had with me, and I am so very grateful. I really, really am. So that's going on there, liking that. And I can actually write on this as well, can't I? So I only want to glue this back one. I just want it to go. Oops, not there. It's going there, whether it likes it or not. It's me and hubby, me and my dog, having fun on our holidays. I think I'm going to have to leave that open a little bit to kind of dry. I'll just tie it loosely. It's surprising how quickly these actually start. I can't tie it. Look, it's all sticking to my fingers. Oh dear. Disaster, disaster. Here we go. There. So if I close it, I'm going to have to open it again when you're gone to dry it out. Or to let it dry. It is filling out and getting chunky, look. So we've got me, we've got Twinkle Twinkle Little Bat, we've got Stained, that was Decorated Tag, and I added that on there. We've got Routine, which I did as Sleep. We've got Stitched or Sewn, Stitched. And then we've got Shimmer, and I've put my sparkly on there. And I might well put my butterfly. I've got 2 butterflies. So I might well put those on there. I think that would make me happy to have butterflies on there. And then we've got this one that opens up, and that opens, and that was hidden. So these are what's hidden. So I am happy with those. And I've kept it under 30 minutes, which is what I wanted, almost under 30 minutes. So I hope you like what I've done. And I will be back to show you some more, but please take care, everybody. Bye.